What's up, guys? Your boy Kaiser. So today I want to come at you with a GoWiPe attack this morning. So I haven't GoWiPed since I hit Channel 9, so it's been a little over a month, so I'm a little bit rusty with the GoWiPe attack itself. So one thing I wanted to state is that Golem level 2 is kind of useless in my opinion until it hits level 3 or 4 once it starts getting the plus 500 health bonus. And I'm telling you, like, that 500 health and 100 health on the Golemites is definitely going to help the attacks. So as you see here, it's basically going to consist of 2 Golems, 3 Pekkas, 8 wall breakers, and a bunch of wizards and some archers to lair out the clan castle with my heroes. So in this first raid, I'm basically going in with some archers. I'm trying to lure out the CC. While I'm doing that, as you see, there's no clan castle troops in this. So basically what I'm going to start by doing is putting some wizards on the side of the base just to clear out some of the side buildings so my troops don't get distracted. And I'm going in, you know, I'm sending in my golems, sending in my wizards. I'm going to raid some wall breakers into the base itself. So I'm taking my time on this raid, and I kind of messed up with the golem placement. You know, I was kind of sitting there just thinking, you know, when I put down both golems, they kind of both strayed off to the sides, but they ended up going back into the base directly afterwards. I just wish the troop AI was a little bit smarter, so the troops would be like, okay, you know, this wall is destroyed, so let's go into the core of the base, but that wasn't the case for this one. You know, I'm trying out the new jump spell at the same time, and jump spell comes really handy. As you saw, the Pekkas were able to just leap over the walls and just destroy every single one of those storages, and that made me really happy. And I think it was a well-placed jump spell in my opinion, you know. Things happen, and this raid went really well at first, but when I placed down my heroes, they kind of went straight off to the edge here, as you're seeing now. My Archer Queen and my Barbarian King are just having a grand old time, you know, destroying a spell factory and builder hut. So we'll see what goes on there. Now that my Barbarian King is completely distracted at this point, the Archer Queen is actually going to go into the base because, as you guys know, Archer Queens love to destroy walls. I don't know what it is with Archer Queens and walls, but whenever they see a wall, they just love to go right through them. So this Archer Queen's going to go through, she's going to destroy the Wizard Tower, and then she's just going to make her way to the Town Hall. And this is what I was expecting. I was expecting the King to go with her, but you know how the King is. When the King, you know, sees the closest building, he's going to keep targeting the building that is closest to him. So that's what happened, and then the Barbarian King sort of just got, you know, distracted and went around the base in a little formation, just following all the buildings on the outside, which I should have cleared beforehand, but that was my fault with this raid. So in this last couple seconds, my Archer Queen's basically going to just eliminate that last Tesla over the 100%, and there you go. It was a really nice raid in my opinion. I did get the 3 stars, so I was really happy with that. So for this next raid, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this base, but because I have the new jump spell at Channel 9, I actually wanted to, you know, go for it, because I knew if I just placed the jump spell in that bottom corner, you know, I knew I could have just go right to the core right away with all my Pekkas, and that would be it for the raid. So as you see here, my golems are now setting off all the big bombs. I massed in all my wizards, but I knew I should have saved some of my wizards at this point, because I'm going to suffer in the end of the raid because of wasting all my wizards in the beginning. See, I lost wizards there to that big bomb, and it was a really bad start to this raid. So now that I'm now dropping my Pekkas, my Barbarian King, my Archer Queen, I placed down a jump spell. I almost missed that jump spell, and I was like freaking out, but they ended up going over the wall anyway. So the Barbarian King is just going to finish off this elixir storage, and then she's going to go right in, and there we go. So as you see here, you know, I kind of wanted to pause this right here, because what I noticed is that this is a big cluster right here. As you can see, all my troops are gathered up in one spot, and there's just a mortar unloading. So I was worried about all my wizards going down at that point, but they didn't, so that was basically really good from there. So now, you know, the rest of this raid is pretty self-explanatory. It's just my troops are going to go through the base, and they're going to keep eliminating everything in their path. I was really happy with how this raid turned out though. When I was Channel 9, I would have never attacked bases like this, because usually with bases like this where they do leave that big opening to their core, your wall breakers are just going to be completely distracted, going for each and every little side, you know, walls, going to like the Archer Tower at the top or to the air defense, and they're not going to go straight to the core, and it's going to be really bad. But at Channel 9, you do get that jump spell, and that jump spell literally, you know, tells your troops, tells the troop AI to go jump over the wall and go to the next section, and that's basically what had happened with this raid. And basically for the rest of this raid, you know, it's not going to be 100%, which I was completely sad about because that was my own fault since I did waste those wizards. It did kind of, you know, ruin that 100% raid for me, but I still did get away with a lot of loot. I got over, you know, 1,000 dark elixir, so I did make some dark elixir back in return for my golem, so that actually made me pretty happy. And that was really it for this raid. So if you guys want to see more attacks like this on this channel, I'm going to be doing a lot more, you know, GoWiPe, GoWiPe, and I want to show you guys some Town Hall 9 content. I want to show you guys some high-end raids. I'm going to get some raids in here for you, and I want to be experimenting. Since I haven't done GoWiPe in a long time, these were literally my first 2 attacks of doing GoWiPe since I've hit Town Hall 9, so this was a really new experience for me. So if you guys can, please comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at MMOCause, and as always, peace out, keep on clashing.